How intelligent are tigers? In 2016, Science magazine released a video about the smartness of both social and solitary species. The animals involved were hyenas, lions, leopards, and lastly, tigers. They were all presented with a puzzle box that had a piece of food inside. The hyenas successfully opened the box with the most ease, with the lions coming in not too far behind. Next came the leopards, with 6 out of 11 of them opening the box with success. The tigers were tested. Only 7 of them, 2 out of the 7 tigers, successfully opened the box, supposedly landing tigers in last place when it comes to intelligence. The aim of this experiment was to find out if being social makes a species smarter overall. Although tigers were placed last in this IQ test, can we really conclude that tigers are the least intelligent out of the 4 species tested? Let's go back to the hyenas. More IQ experiments have been done on spotted hyenas to find out just how intelligent these socially complex carnivores are. One of these IQ experiments was the deception test, to see if hyenas were intelligent enough to be capable of deceiving other animals. Only a few species are known to deceive. Among them, humans, chimpanzees, baboons, and ravens. Then, in 1972, a surprising study revealed that low-ranking hyenas may also be able to deceive. Here's what happened in the deception test with the hyenas. One low-ranking male hyena was brought out with 10 empty buckets. He was taught that a piece of meat would be in only one of these 10 buckets, while dominant males from his clan watched his every move in a nearby enclosure. The next day, with the dominant clan members covered up so they couldn't see what was happening, the subordinate hyena was brought out again, but this time, shown that a piece of meat would be in another bucket instead of the one from yesterday. Then, the dominant clan members were released. Instead of heading straight to the correct bucket, the subordinate hyena held back. He started to act like he knew nothing about the correct bucket with the meat inside. One of the dominant hyenas approached the first bucket the subordinate hyena was training with just yesterday, only to find it empty. The dominant hyenas eventually became bored and started to wander away with disinterest. When the subordinate hyena decided the coast was clear, he cautiously approached the one bucket that had the treat inside and took it for himself. A deception test was then done on lions. One lioness was trained to be the potential deceiver. But unlike the hyenas, the lioness needed some extra time to work out what she was doing.
No.
When she was trained, another lioness was introduced. The trained lioness wasted no time and headed straight to fetch her treat. However, she quickly became irritated, and becoming more and more flustered, the trained lioness gave a warning growl to her pridemate. Finally, she opened a bucket, except it was the wrong one. A moment more, and she corrected her mistake, getting her treat at last. Now then, let's go back to tigers. Although this deception test has never been done on tigers, there is evidence that tigers are intelligent enough to deceive. Earlier this year, a Disney nature documentary about tigers was released. It followed a first-time mother tigress named Amba on her journey to raise her 4 cubs to adulthood. However, there was a major threat to her cubs. It was an adult male tiger named Shanka. He had recently banished the father of Amba's cubs to become the undisputed king of the jungle. Male tigers are the largest cats in the world, and at 600 pounds, he was far bigger than Amba. Shanka's new kingdom covered 50 square miles and contained the territories of 4 tigresses, including Amba. If he had found Amba's cubs, he would have known they weren't his and could have killed them. But Amba had a plan. She found Shankar's scent and left invitations for him. Because Amba was raising cubs already, she wasn't fertile. But Shankar didn't know that. So when he discovered Amba's invitations to mate, the male tiger was delighted. Amba's invitations convinced Shanka into believing she wanted cubs with him and didn't have any of her own. This premeditated act kept Amba's cubs safe from Shankar until they were old enough to leave home. To complete the deception, Amba stayed with Shankar and away from her cubs for several days. The plan worked, and in the end, 3 of the 4 cubs survived to adulthood.
Tiger is always clever man. That's why he is a king of jungle. So we must think to overcome their cleverness.
So what does this show us? From this, we can see that a solitary big cat, like the tiger, can be intelligent enough to have the cognitive skill of deception, while a social big cat like the lion may not be. Therefore, an animal's social structure might not necessarily be an accurate indicator of their intelligence. Look at crows, for example. They're a largely solitary species, yet they're intelligent enough to use objects as tools to their advantage. Another example are bears. All bear species are solitary by nature, but check out what this bear can do. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. And if you did, be sure to leave a thumbs up. Thank you for watching.